Ask him. No, look at him in the face. Say, what do you expect God to do? I talked to a young man and he said, well, I don't want to expect too much. And that way, if it doesn't happen, I don't have to always go to bed disappointed. In this room right now, there are so many of us that don't have any level of expectation. You did not expect today to be at the table. You didn't expect today to have a feast. You don't ever expect anybody to really do anything nice to you. Let me say to you, that's not a way to live, church. That's not a way to live. If you're not expecting increase, if you're not expecting some good breaks in your life, if you're not expecting some promotions, then you are not releasing your faith. The Bible says the just shall live by faith. And if you're not releasing your faith, faith is what causes God to act. And if you don't expect some things, you don't send your faith after anything. If you don't expect a break to happen, it's not going to happen. Stop going to bed disappointed. Go to bed knowing that one day I'm going to be closer and closer to seeing what God has for my life. It didn't happen today, but I always have tomorrow. So get up tomorrow and do it again. Get up tomorrow and try one more time. Get up tomorrow and say, today I went to sleep and it didn't happen, but tomorrow it can happen. Let me tell you something, church. You can't be in neutral all the time and hope to reach your potential. You got to start moving forward. You got to start asking God, Lord, I understand what it means to have your blessing, but is this the best that you have for me? It's not enough to sometimes do like a lot of people and not want to expect anything. I don't want to expect anything. I don't want to expect anything. You know, I don't want to expect anything because I don't want to have to look up for something to be bad. No, you don't have to expect anything bad, but you do have to aggressively expect good things. If you want good things to happen, you got to start moving a little forward, a little fast. You got to push like it's supposed to happen. Here's my question to you this morning. Are you expecting your dreams to come to pass? Or are you just out there talking about it? Are you out there Googling people that are saying, hey, come to this and see what everybody else is doing? Or are you expecting your dreams to come to pass? Do you expect this year to be better than last year? Are you expecting to live a long, healthy, blessed life? You are shocking some people because you just won't roll over and die. What are you still doing? How are you still kicking? Because I'm believing God that every day is going to get better and it's going to get better and it's going to get better. So you need to pay attention to what you're expecting. Maybe you got a desire to be a person with a bigger family and you want to have some children and all that. Don't go around thinking, I'll never have children. I'll never be blessed. This is just where I am. Then you start putting yourself out there on the market. You start putting yourself in people's lives that don't want you in their lives. God says, I got some plans for you. And what I'm going to do is set you up to be in the right place at the right time. And when I set you up to be in the right place at the right time, I will call blessings to you. You have to believe in what we call divine connection. Now, some connections you make in your life, they're just people that say, oh yeah, I'm connected to him, I'm connected to her, I know him and I know her. But are those divine connections? When divine connections come across your path, you'll see the right people will be attracted to you. They're going to bring things into your life. Pastor Rush, what if I do all of that and nothing happens? What if you do it and something does happen? What if you do it and something does happen? I can tell you nothing's going to ever happen if you don't believe. You're going to have to start changing your mind about what you believe. You came in church today. Did you really think that you just came because we couldn't have church without you? Or did you come in here expecting God to say something? Did you come in here expecting God to say a word? I don't go to church here, Pastor Rush. I've never been in here before. But today God is speaking to me because it wasn't anything I've done. I just needed to change my level of expectation. I didn't even expect God to give me an invitation today. David had to change his expectation. Let me say to you, David said in Psalms, surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. Turn to somebody and say, I got a long life to live. No, I need you to talk to me. Say, I got a long life to live. Some of you better speak life into yourself again. I don't want to hear anything else about death. I need you to say, I have a long life to live. So when you get sick the next time, say, no sickness, I'm going to live through this. The reason so many people are dying is because you're speaking death. We've got to speak life again. How How can I speak life? Look behind you. Who's walking behind you? Goodness and mercy. In the past, you may have had disappointments walking behind you. You may have had setbacks walking behind you. You may have had trouble following you around. But you need to let go of what didn't work out and pick up goodness. Y'all don't hear what I'm saying. Pick up mercy. Let go of every one of your mistakes. Let go of every one of your failures. Take all of it like this. Come on, let's do it right quick before I go. Take all of it like this and say, failure, you got to go. That's it. Mistakes, you got to go. Oh, you getting it now. Disappointment, you got to go. Hold on to something right here. Look at the person next to you and say, why don't you let it go? Say, why don't you let it go? Stop fighting God. Say, heartache, you got to go. How could you let it go? Because you turned around. And who did you see behind you? You saw goodness and you saw mercy. You saw goodness and you saw mercy. I want you to start expecting goodness to follow you everywhere you go. You ever turned around quick? Somebody called me. That was goodness. Say, go on. You ever had somebody call your name? Hey, somebody called me. That was mercy. Say, going on. See, I know sometimes all you need is a little goodness and a little mercy following you how long? All the days of your life. In the past, you've had hard things following you. But it's time to turn that around this morning, church. It looks good to sometimes look back and see all behind you. There are good things. You've had some good things, but you were so overwhelmed by the bad things that you kept focusing on those. But it's time for you to turn around and say, wait a minute. I've done some good things in my life. I've been blessed with things when I didn't deserve it. I've had some things that come to me when I didn't need them to come. But God kept me. It's good to look back sometimes and say, hey, goodness. Hey, mercy. How y'all been? What y'all been doing? And they'll say, we've been following you, Rickie, all the days of your life. Where y'all been? We were in school with you. When the boys tried to jump on you, we were right by your side. When the people tried to accuse you, we were right by your side. Have you ever been in an accident and you wonder why you didn't die? When the paramedics came, when the doctors got you on the emergency table, when everybody else fell down, they said, we don't know how you made it through. And out of nowhere, goodness and mercy looked at you and said, we followed you around that bend. We followed you when you got drunk in the bar. We followed you when you were about to get jumped on. We followed you on the emergency room table. And God had mercy on you. Can I get a witness in here? If the Lord had mercy on you, said, thank God for goodness and mercy. Can I get a witness in here? You got to change your expectation. 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 Some of you are always looking for bad things to happen. You're looking to not get a job. You're looking to be overlooked. But it's time now to change your expectation. Change the way you see it. Change the way you say it. And God will let you see it. Change what you're looking for. Change what you're looking for. Start looking for goodness and mercy. I'm not moving until I'm covered by goodness and mercy and favor. Goodness, let's go get a job. Mercy, let's go back to school. Favor, let's let's get a promotion. I'm not moving until goodness and mercy follow me.